This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life.
Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball is on the air. Follow your Grizzlies throughout the entire season as they take on the top programs in the state and fight their way toward a 5A state title. Tonight's webcast is presented in conjunction with the interactive media program at Northwest High, and members of Shane Monroe's class participate in the production of tonight's webcast as part of their curriculum. Tonight's game is sponsored in part by Mel Hambledon Ford at the big corner of Kellogg and 119th Street West. We're better, we're proving it, you be the judge. Stop by and see Lisa Hambledon and the outstanding staff at Mel Hambledon Ford today. And by Floodman Family Law at 323 North Market in Wichita, where they are dedicated to the complete resolution of family legal disputes. They will make this difficult time for you a little less challenging. And now, let's go courtside and meet the crew for tonight's Grizzlies boys basketball webcast.
And again, a very pleasant good afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Valley Center High School on this Saturday afternoon, where the Grizzlies are competing in the fifth place game of the January Jam basketball tournament sponsored by the host school, Valley Center High School. My name's Kevin Arkin, glad to be with you, albeit on a delayed basis, as we're doing this as a delayed podcast today, as there is no internet available here in this building and no way to transmit the signal out of the building. We'll tell you a little bit about how we all got here. First of all, the Grizzlies on Thursday night played Garden City High School and lost 44-39 in what was admittedly a lackluster effort on the part of both teams. They could not find the hole in the inside of the rim of the basket to get the ball through. Score was 6-2 after the first period, and it wasn't because of defense. It was just because of poor shooting by both teams, and that was kind of the theme for the night. Grizzlies lost that one by 5, turned right around in the losers bracket yesterday in a game we were unable to do for you, and took on the Mavericks of Mays South and beat them by 5, 55-50 in the semifinal round of the losers bracket yesterday, and that placed them into the fifth place game here today. Mays South got there by losing to Topeka Seaman on Friday, and then Topeka turned right around, and I'm saying this wrong. Seaman beat Mays on Friday, and that got Mays against us yesterday, and then of course we beat Mays yesterday to get to the fifth place game. I'm doing this one as a solo effort here tonight, folks, so we're gonna do this a little bit differently. We're gonna have the camera view that you see there is the view you're gonna see for the entire game. I asked them to give me a place where I could get the camera wide open and not have to chase the ball up and down the court, since I'm literally doing this game by myself. We're going to have limited graphics for you here tonight. We will not keep score. We will keep the score on the screen for you. We are not planning to show the time, however. Grizzlies in their road blue uniforms, and they've just introduced DeAndre Wilson, who's starting for the Grizzlies tonight, and his counterpart, Shane Bergman of the Tigers, also wearing number 4. Number 5 for the Grizzlies is David Duncan. Zion Jones also starting for the Grizzlies. 13, Cameron Green, and 15, Luke Arney starting for the Tigers. Cale Patterson now takes the floor as he's introduced for the Grizzlies. And number 22, Jonathan Jackson for the Tigers of Blue Valley. Rounding out the starting 5 for the Grizzlies, number 15, Lincoln Phillips. And 35, Siler Shearhart will start for the Tigers. Should be a good one here tonight. Again, for the Grizzlies, starting DeAndre Wilson, David Duncan, Zion Jones, Cale Patterson, and Lincoln Phillips. We're getting ready for the opening tip here. Grizzlies will be playing from left to right here in the first period. And I'm going to ask 2 guys to slide to their left. Bear with me a minute. Hey, guys, would you do me a favor and slide 3 feet to your left? Thank you very much. All right, now we won't be looking at the back of their heads the whole game, as they have moved out of range of the camera. Patterson to go for the Grizzlies, and it is Blue Valley that wins the opening tip. Bringing it down, we'll give you as much view as we can. There's a shot, layup, misses, and a rebound to Cale Patterson. Here come the Grizzlies, just underway here, first period. Grizzlies and the Tigers of Blue Valley. And I don't know if we've ever played this school before. In all likelihood, we have at some point, but not during my tenure at least. David Duncan with it. Back to Wilson. Wilson puts up a 3 off the glass, no good. Loose ball is rebounded by Jones. Throws it back into play, but it goes to the Tigers, and the Tigers are going to draw first blood here. And it's 2-0. Ball out of play. Will stay with Northwest. Give Bergman the basket there on the first score of the game, by the way. Wilson into the paint, puts it up. In and out, no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. And here comes Blue Valley back. There's a long 3, and it's good. And it's 5-0. Three-pointer by Luke Arney that time. Here's a 3-point attempt by Lincoln Phillips. It misses everything, and a rebound to the Tigers. Underneath the basket, up and good. And just like that, we're down 7-0, folks. Northwest is going to take a timeout here, and we're going to go ahead and take one with them. So stay with us. We'll be back with more in 30 seconds. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
Hey, man, you going out for football?
Band class still needs you, man. Kansas students have choices to do or not to do. The Kansas State High School Activities Association urges everyone to participate because when activities stop, nobody wins.
In Valley Center, Grizzlies down very quickly here by a 7-0 score in the first quarter, 6:09 remaining. in the first, and Grizzlies will have the ball. DeAndre Wilson will inbound for Northwest to Zion Jones. Jonesy brings it across the timeline. Into Patterson. Over on the near side, Duncan for three. In and out, no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Coast to coast it is, and he misses. Rebound to the Tigers. They'll get a second chance. There's a three-pointer that's short. And a rebound by Wilson, and here come the Grizzlies back trying to get the Schneider off the board. David Duncan with it. Motion offense by the Grizzlies. Wilson. Over here to Patterson. Now on the near side to Jones. Jones thought about it, put it back down. Now he's going to drive, puts up a 12-footer, good, and Jones gets the Grizzlies onto the scoreboard. Blue Valley in white, Grizzlies in blue, and I will tell you that Blue Valley has made the uniform mistake that is made by so many schools. And I don't understand it. Here's a takeaway and a layup blocked out of play by Patterson. The rebound up good. Putback misses. Third chance, fourth chance, and now a foul's called. Fouls on Lincoln Phillips. That's the first foul of the game by either team. At the line shooting a pair. First one misses. Is Cameron Green. Easton Ruffin comes in for the Grizzlies. We'll set the lineup for you that DeAndre Wilson took a seat. Second one by Green is good. Grizzlies bring the ball down. Easton Ruffin with it on the near side. And, folks, you're getting the same view that almost everybody up here with cameras is. We're up on the track, and we're looking through the crowd to get to the game. So you're going to see some heads from time to time as Zion Jones has one go out of play. It will belong to Blue Valley. Grizzlies trail 8-2, 4:18 remaining in the first. Into the paint it goes, now back out around the horn. There's a three.
Jonathan Jackson for three.
Jackson gets a three-pointer. Here's Duncan for three, his misses. Grizzlies are cold shooting here in the first period. Zion Jones intercepts a pass. Here come the Grizzlies back. Jonesy dishes it out to Duncan, and Duncan traveled. Logan Engelmeyer comes in for the Grizzlies. Lincoln Phillips will take a seat. 3:36 to go. Grizzlies down by 9 here in the first period. They've dug themselves into an early hole. And it's just poor shooting on the part of the Grizzlies so far in this contest. There's a three-point attempt, in and out, no good. Rebound, loose ball. It will go to Easton Ruffin. Got a hand on it, and it's going to stay with Blue Valley. Easton tried to bounce it off a Blue Valley player, and a nice effort on his part. But it will stay with the Tigers. Inbound coming. Now, what I was starting to say about the uniforms, which I will elaborate on, the worst thing you can do for any uniform is to put white numbers on white uniforms, and that is what Blue Valley has done. So their uniform numbers are literally impossible to read unless you have binoculars, and I didn't bring them. There's a shot blocked by the defense, taken away there by the Blue. Here comes Jonesy to Ruffin. And Ruffin's pass is intercepted. Blue Valley will bring it up. Less than 3 to go. There's a long one. Misses. Down come the Grizzlies back. Ruffin to Wilson. Wilson takes a long one. His misses. The rebound goes to Jones. They're going to keep it outside, I guess, looking for another 3. Grizzlies, I believe, are 0 for 6 from three-point land already in this contest. Make it 0 for 7. Rebound to Patterson. Patterson to Engelmeyer. Engelmeyer to Ruffin. Ruffin almost traveled, saved himself. Jonesy drives, puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebounded by the Tigers, and here comes Blue Valley back. 2:05 to go, first period. On the far side it goes. A layup misses, rebounded by Patterson, and here comes Northwest back. Awful lot of chances being given to the Grizzlies here and not being taken. And a travel by Ruffin, and he knew it. 1:41 to go here in the first period. 11-2, Grizzlies trail. Jonesy takes a seat. He's replaced by Lincoln Phillips. And we'll set this lineup here for you next opportunity. And a foul's going to be called, I believe, on Engelmeyer. It's on Purcell Finch, who just came into the game for the Grizzlies. He's out there with Engelmeyer, Lincoln Phillips, DeAndre Wilson, and Easton Ruffin. Now Cale Patterson just took a seat. I must have given you 6 names. Wilson for 3, off the rim, no good. Rebounded again by the Tigers. And it has been that kind of a period here for the Grizzlies. 1:10 to go. That's a 2. By Arnie. Ball goes out of play now, and it will belong to Blue Valley. Grizzlies are hoping that this quarter ends quickly, so that they can regroup after the quarter and find a way to stop the bleeding. Blue Valley may play for 1 here. 45 seconds to go in the first. They are indeed playing for 1, or an easy layup, and they just got it. Arnie gets the layup. He's got 7. Grizzlies now down by 13 with 20 seconds to go. Ruffin's shot is blocked. He gets it back, puts it in, and he scores. Easton Ruffin gets us back on the board here, down by 11. And now we have a blocking foul. It's on Ruffin. Third team foul of the half for the Grizzlies. Tigers haven't fouled yet. Blue Valley will inbound with 7 seconds to go. One last three-pointer. In and out, no good. That'll do it. At the end of 1, Grizzlies have some work to do. They're down by 11. 15-4. Our scores. Stay with us. We'll be back in 60 seconds. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
Basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, Studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Grizzlies will inbound here to start the second quarter, down by 11. Lincoln Phillips will inbound the ball to Todrick McGee, number 20, who's in the game. He's joined by Purcell Finch, Cale Patterson, and Zion Jones. Grizzlies have a lot of work to do. Phillips with it, and he loses it after the double team on defense. Green sends it over. There's a long three, good, by Jonathan Jackson. Grizzlies down by 14 now. Purcell Finch with it, double team, dishes it out to Jones. 3-2 zone being employed here by the Tigers against the Grizzlies. McGee looking for some help and not seeing any. Finally gets it over to Jones. Zion Jones back to McGee. McGee, a long three off the heel, no good. Rebounded there by the Tigers, and here comes Blue Valley back, and a steal by Zion Jones. He just picked his pocket. Coast to coast, and he missed the layup. Back comes Blue Valley now. On the near side, a three-pointer, short. Green gets his own rebound. Now here's another three taken there by Arnie. He misses. And Jones brings it down for the Grizzlies. And Jonesy gets a three. He has 5 of the 7 points here for Northwest. Very quiet in the gym all of a sudden. I don't know why. There's not a huge crowd here, as Blue Valley is a Kansas City area school, rebounded by Finch on the ball that just would not go down. Jones and the Grizzlies trying to cut the lead again. This time his three-pointer misses. It goes out of play. It's saved there nicely by Jackson, and he gets it to his own teammate. Jackson with it back underneath. Easy lay-in. Yep, score. They made it look too easy as Shearhart gets it for the Tigers. I won't even begin to spell that guy's name for you. It's a weird spelling. Todrick McGee with it, back to Jones. Jones found a lane, drives it, puts it up, and it's blocked. Good defensive play here by the Tigers. Phillips got the steal, threw it back in, but it went right to a white shirt. Now a foul on the shot is going to send Shearhart to the line to shoot a pair. Shearhart will shoot a pair here. First one's up, rattles around, misses. 4:44 remaining here in the second quarter. And I'll tell you, we don't have a halftime guest for you, but we will have some stuff to deal with at halftime. Shearhart's second one is short, rebounded by Patterson. Here come the Grizzlies back. Todrick McGee with it. to Phillips. Around the horn, Zion Jones puts one up, and it's good from 8 feet. And the Grizzlies back down by 11 again. Trying to get it to single digits. They'll need to get a stop here. And they just did. Todrick McGee gets the steal. Loose ball on the floor. I don't know how, but Jonesy got it over to Duncan. Duncan off the heel, no good. And it's rebounded there by the Tigers. And the Grizzlies just have not been able to score from three-point land. 6-footer, good, misses rather. And we have a whistle and a... Shearhart picks up his first foul. First foul of the half, believe it or not, for the Tigers, and it comes with 3:56 remaining here in the second. Wilson over to Duncan, and it's deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Northwest. And now we got a timeout being taken here. Yes, we do. By Blue Valley. We'll take one with them as well. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
I don't know about you, but I love doing burnouts. Hey, MHFordRacing.com. This is Phil Nightingale coming to you live from the Big Corner. Hey, if you haven't checked out our webpage or checked out our race shop, come see us today. We've got dirt tracks, drag strips, as you can see. Come get your Sunoco. Come get your VP fuel. We're here to help you with all your racing needs. Everybody have a great week of racing. We'll see you in Victory Lane.
3:42 remaining here in the second quarter. Kevin Arkin with you. We're at Valley Center High School, and this is the 5th place game of the January Jam basketball tournament. Grizzlies have inbounded. Jones has it. And he steps on the baseline. No, he's blocked out, and that'll be a foul. Dorian Stevens, who's into the game, will pick up his first foul. Grizzlies inbound, and David Duncan with it, sophomore. Puts up a long three, short. He'll get his own rebound, pull it back out. Over to Wilson for three. It's short. This one goes out of play, and it belongs to Blue Valley. If Grizzlies didn't have bad luck, they wouldn't have any. Jackson brings it across the timeline for the Tigers. 3:10 to go. Puts up a three, and it's good. Wow, he made that look just so nonchalant. That's his third three-pointer. He's got 9 points. On the near side, Duncan to Phillips, back to Duncan. Duncan with Jackson draped all over him. Wilson now. And we have a blocking foul called on Stevens. That's his second. 3rd team foul of the half for the Tigers. Grizzlies have 4. 2:38 remaining now in the second. And there's Jonesy for three. That misses. He's got the only three-pointer that they've made today. And, we're not keeping that stat in particular. I'm hoping to get that stats run up here at halftime. We've got to be 1 for 10 or less. Lincoln Phillips now to Zion Jones. 2 minutes remaining, first half. Phillips with it. Into the paint, drives it back out. David Duncan now. And here's Wilson for three, good. DeAndre Wilson gets the three, gets himself on the scoreboard. And the Grizzlies back down by 9, got it to single digits. Now we have a whistle and a foul call Going to be on Duncan. Duncan picks up his first personal. 5 team fouls in the half here for the Grizzlies. 1:35 to go, first half. Up and misses. Rebound. Put it back is no good. And we have a foul called. We had 3 blue shirts on the ball. And they're going to charge it on Jones, I think. It is on Zion Jones. First free throw from Mason Richmond misses. Second one off the glass is good. Grizzlies down by a dozen. Cale Patterson inbounds to David Duncan. Grizzlies trying to take 2 out of 3 in this tournament. They got a lot of work to do to get it done as Wilson scores. They're down by 10. And a steal that time. And a nice one indeed by Jones. Here's a 3-point attempt, short. Loose ball on the floor. Coming away with it are the white shirts. Now we have a foul behind the play. Richmond is down on the floor, and Wilson was down there with him. I don't know what they're going to call. The referees are discussing what's going to happen here. You saw it just as we did, folks. Unless your eyes were like mine and they were with the ball and not with the trail. 52.8 remaining here in the second. Referees are deciding what to call. We're probably going to find out from the PA announcer as much as anybody else. We'll see what Frank says. They've called an intentional foul on Richmond. It's the 4th team foul, which means we get 2 shots and the ball. Lincoln Phillips taking the free throws here. These are big. First one is good. His first point of the night. And the second one he misses. So the Grizzlies down by 9 with 53 seconds to go here in the second. Blue Valley will inbound here. There's still some discussion going on with the officials. Whipperman's going to inbound the ball for the Tigers. Now we're ready to play again, and we're underway. Under the basket, scoop, good, counted, and a foul. Stevens gets the basket. Picks up the foul. Lincoln Phillips charged with a foul. It puts Blue Valley in the bonus. Free throw misses and another foul called. This one's going to be on Cale Patterson. Richmond's going to go shoot a pair or shoot a 1-and-1 here. First one is up, and it's good. Second one is up. And it misses. Now we have a whistle. That whistle seemed to come before the ball went out of bounds, but evidently not, because they're giving the ball to the Grizzlies with 39 seconds remaining here till halftime. Duncan will bring it up the floor. Almost threw it away. Wilson got it, though. DeAndre Wilson. Looks like the Grizzlies are going to try and play for a last shot here against a 3-2 zone. Now a 2-3 zone. Zion Jones drives, puts it up, no good. Rebound by the Tigers, and they've still got a chance. 10 to go till halftime. And there's a long one around the back there for Wilson. And a foul going to be called with 3 seconds left till halftime. Arnie's first foul. Still only the 5th foul of the half for the Tigers. Grizzlies will inbound here. Wilson puts up a long 3 off the glass. And a foul call that's going to be a 3-shot foul. They're saying that DeAndre Wilson was fouled in the shot. So yes, they are calling it. They're keeping the teams on the floor, and Wilson will go to the line and shoot 3 of them.
Foul on number 23. Stevens, his third personal foul, 17 foul and a half. 4.
Stevens picks up his 3rd personal. That could be big in the second half. First one by Wilson is no good. Second one, good as gold. Trying to go in with a 10-point deficit at halftime here. And that's 3rd one misses, so we'll go into halftime down by 11 here. Now, what are we doing here? What's going on here?
They have a technical foul number 34, Richmond.
Richmond called for a technical.
Duncan Phillips in the line.
So Phillips shoots, gets the first one. And he makes them both.
That's the end of the first half of the score.
So that's the way the half will end. We were, instead of being down by 10, we're going to be back into single digits. That could be big in the second half of this contest. Grizzlies trail at halftime, 27-18. Stay with us. We'll be back with more. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life.
Grizzly basketball on the internet is being brought to you in part today by Mel Hambledon Ford at the big corner of 119th Street West and Kellogg. We're better, we're proving it, you be the judge. Mel Hambledon Ford, we're very grateful to Lisa Hambledon, Phil Nightingale, and all the folks at Mel Hambledon Ford for their support of Wichita Northwest athletics, and in particular Northwest basketball. Also brought to you tonight by Floodman Family Law, where they are dedicated exclusively to the resolution of family law disputes. Pardon me, whether it's divorce, spousal maintenance, paternity, child custody, child support, protection from abuse, or other family law-related matters, we hope that you will give Floodman Family Law the opportunity to help you. They are committed to zealously representing your interests, and they take pride in fully responding to your questions and concerns quickly and completely. They believe that their representation and the support of their excellent and experienced staff will make this difficult time for you a little less challenging. Floodman Family Law. On the internet at floodmanfamilylaw.com. Or stop in and see them, 323 North Market in Wichita. Well, it's been an interesting first half. The Grizzlies got down big early and never recovered. Down 7-0 at one point early in the first quarter. They got it. They were down 9-2, 11-2. They were down by as many as 14. And then came back in the second quarter and cut some of that lead back to 9. But they still have their work cut out for them in the second half. We'll give you some of the scoring summaries. First of all, for Blue Valley, these are unofficial numbers. Shane Bergman has a pair. Cameron Green I have with 1. Luke Arney has 7. Jonathan Jackson has 9, all on 3-pointers. Dorian Stevens with 4. And Richmond and Shehart have 1 apiece. The only person in any kind of foul difficulty for Blue Valley is Dorian Stevens. He has 3 personals, so he'll have to watch it here in the second half. For the Grizzlies, talking about the fouls first, Phillips has a pair. Nobody else has more than 1. The ones with 1 are Ruffin, Duncan, Jones, Patterson, Purcell, Finch. All have 1. Scoring-wise, leading scorer for the Grizzlies. 19, 12. I don't have all the scoring here. I didn't get them all. I'll give you the ones I have. DeAndre Wilson has 5 points, including a 3-pointer. Zion Jones has 5 points, including a 3-pointer. Lincoln Phillips has 3. Easton Ruffin has a pair. And that's pretty much it as far as the scoring is concerned for the Grizzlies. You can see players on the floor warming up for the next game. Garden City is down here on the right hand of your screen. And looking down at the other end, trying to figure out who that is. That might be. Let's see. Who is that? That might be Heights. I can't tell if that's a Falcon on the uniform or not, or is that Valley Center? That's Valley Center, because Heights is in the final tonight. So Valley Center and Garden City will play for third place next. So I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see the building filling up here in the second half. Tell you about our upcoming schedule. We're busy, folks. We've got a lot of games coming up. Some of this I don't even know myself yet. I haven't had a chance to visit with the coaching staff to find out what's going on here. But I do know that we're home on Tuesday against Cape and Mount. No, we just did that. We're home the 29th against Heights. I'm going to have to find out. Whether we're off or not next week, I honestly don't know. I will have to talk to Coach. I have an incomplete schedule here, and that's part of my problem. So I know that next week is tournament week for the girls. I don't know if the boys are playing anywhere or not. And if it is indeed tournament week for the girls, and indeed the boys are not playing anywhere, we may just find out where the girls are going and bring you a couple of their games as well come next week. So we'll see what next week brings, as you see the Garden City players taking their seats. Hey guys, would you move down, please? Thank you. Yeah, we just asked them to move down so that they're not blocking the camera. And they're scurrying down. That's almost worth the price of admission right there. So we're going to go ahead and take another 30-second timeout here, and then we'll be back with the second half of this contest. Grizzlies trail 27-18 at halftime. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
Back at Valley Center High School on a very cold, blustery day, it was 17 degrees when I arrived at the building before this one. We had a ton of rain yesterday, a flash freeze overnight, which turned all of Sedgwick County into an ice skating rink, and then it snowed on top of it. So the roads are miserable today. But we got here. We did get here without incident. And we're glad to be here and glad to be able to bring this contest to you. Live from Valley Center High School via the delayed podcast route. And again, we did the delayed podcast because there's no internet available in this building. And we found that out the hard way on Friday when we actually got 15 minutes of our webcast in live, and then the signal dropped. We were never able to get the signal back, and it was by the time we realized that we were not on air and got recovered and everything, we were already past halftime. So we just wrote it off and said we'll try and regroup again on Saturday or Friday night. We would have been on last night had the Grizzlies won on Thursday. So we'll see what it brings, and hopefully the Grizzlies have brought their A game out here for the second half because they're going to need it. They're going to need to play well. They're going to need to get hot, and they're going to need to do so quickly, down by 9 points in what is pretty much a low-scoring affair from their point of view. And if you've just joined us midway, we are on the track tonight instead of being down on the floor. And we did that in order to give you the best chance to see the whole game. We've got the camera in a single position here, as I'm the only one here. We have no executive producers today. Blue Valley will inbound to start the second half, and we're underway. Around the horn, Grizzlies will play from right to left here in the second half. And Blue Valley gets a quick basket. Grizzlies bring it down the floor. Arnie gets the basket. Ball's kicked by Arnie. Arnie has 9 points now. Jonesy puts up an uncontested three. In and out, no good. And we'll have Blue Valley bringing it back. Ball's deflected out of play by Patterson. It will stay with Blue Valley. Tigers inbound. There's a shot missing. Rebound up, misses, short. Another putback is good. Shehart gets the putback, and he's got 3 points. Grizzlies miss again. Now they're having the same problem they had in the first quarter where they can't seem to buy a basket. 6:30 to go here in the third quarter. Underneath the basket, easy layup, misses, put back good. Shearhart follows his own miss and scores. Grizzlies are going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them as well. Stay with us. We'll be back. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
Coming out of the timeout, Grizzlies trailed 29-18 at half. And it's 4-0 here in the third quarter, which is not the way we wanted it to go by any means. Northwest will inbound here, and we're back underway. Bringing it up the floor, David Duncan on the floor with David. DeAndre Wilson, who's got the ball now. In the corner is Zion Jones. He'll take the ball as it goes out of play. Also out there, Lincoln Phillips, number 15, and Cale Patterson, number 11. Wilson with it. Over to Jones. Jones, two guys on him. Back to Wilson. Back to Jones now. Across the horn to Phillips. To Duncan. Wilson puts it up and good. DeAndre Wilson has 7. And the Grizzlies are on the board here in the third quarter. There's one thrown away there by the Tigers. It will turn over to Northwest. 5:38 remaining. Third quarter, Grizzlies trail 33-20. Wilson inbounded, or takes the inbound pass from Lincoln Phillips. And that one is kicked by Jonathan Jackson. It will stay with Northwest, and we'll do it over again. Double teamed is Phillips. He's in trouble. He gets rid of it. Over to Jones. Jones should have an easy lay-in, but it's blocked and a foul called. I was waiting for that. First foul for Bergman picks up his first. And shooting 2 will be Zion Jones. First one is up. It's good. Jonesy's on the board here in the second half. And he makes them both. And that's what we need. A lot of good free throw shooting here in the second half. We didn't have it in the first half. Phillips goes out. Engelmeyer comes in for Northwest. Tigers inbound the ball. Jackson brings it down underneath. Easy layup is missed by Shearhart. Grizzlies bring it back down. Easton Ruffin back in the game for the Grizzlies, number 2. He has the ball now to Engelmeyer. And the Grizzlies working around the perimeter of the zone. It's a 2-1-2 zone now. Duncan shoots over everything, misses. And a steal back by Patterson. He tried to pass it to Ruffin, and there's a foul and an elbow right in the schnozola of Easton Ruffin. Well, they didn't call that right. They called the foul on Patterson. It was the other number 11. Oh, they did call it on Patterson. I don't understand that play at all, call at all. Now another foul at this end. Zion Jones gets called for his second. Grizzlies have 2 team fouls now. And Shearhart will shoot a pair for Blue Valley. First one is short. And he missed them both. There's a break. Patterson gets the rebound. Here come the Grizzlies back. Zion Jones with it on the far side of the court. He pulls it back out to Patterson and over on the near side to Duncan. Some motion offense going now for the Grizzlies. Ruffin to Engelmeyer. Logan puts it up, partially blocked. Rebound to the Tigers, and here comes Blue Valley. 2-on-1 and a foul. He was going to get the basket anyway. It's a good foul to take there. I don't know who they charged the foul to. I didn't hear it. I know that Berkman gets his third point. He's about to go shoot another one. Purcell Finch comes in now for Cale Patterson for the Grizzlies. Lincoln Phillips also went out. DeAndre Wilson came in for him. Missed them both. And actually, I'm wrong. I was, I'm right. And loose ball underneath. Wilson puts it up. No good. The Grizzlies have missed some shots they really need to make. And that's part of the problem. There's an alley-oop and a foul. It's going to be called on Jones. Jones's third personal. Hayden Young is at the line for the Tigers, shooting a pair. First one is way short. Phillips comes back in. Jones will take a seat with his 3 fouls. Young will have his second attempt, and it's good. Hayden Young makes 1 out of 2. He's on the scoreboard. 3:40 to go, third quarter. Grizzlies down by 13. On the near side, Purcell Finch. Lincoln Phillips has it. He gives it now to Wilson. Wilson for 3. Good! DeAndre Wilson cans a 3 for Northwest. And we're back down by 10. We only had the first quarter back. Tigers move. And we have a foul call. That's going to be on Engelmeyer. That's Logan's first foul. Fifth team foul. Easton Ruffin marking him tight. Jackson with it. This is at the Young. Young puts it up and good, and he's got his first field goal. Hayden Young gets the field goal for. Now we have a foul call. What do we have here? Offensive foul called on Purcell Finch. Now they're saying that's his first foul. I have him with 2. I don't know which one of us is right. In either case, Blue Valley's going to take a timeout, and so are we. We'll come back. Grizzlies down 37-25 here We'll be back with more. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
Just found out from the PA announcer that Heights High is playing 2 games today. They were scheduled to play last night late, and in the storm we had last night, there was a power failure in the building. So they had to postpone the game until this morning. So they played one at 10:30 this morning. They're playing again at 4:30 this afternoon. So that's playing without rest, folks. There's a long 3. Good. From Hayden Young. Hayden Young has 6 points, and they're all in this quarter. 40-25. Grizzlies trail, 1:52 to go in the third. Phillips for 3. Off the rim, no good. If we had 50% of our threes, we'd be leading. Here's another three-pointer. Good. Hayden Young is on fire, folks. Wilson with it. Under the basket, he's tripped. They called a travel. He was tripped, but they called a travel instead. Probably the good call. Valley Center's pep band is here and getting set up in the end zone you cannot see. .118 to go, and now another whistle, and this is going to be a foul on McGee. McGee picks up his second foul. It puts Blue Valley into the 1-and-1. Jonathan Jackson's going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 here. First one's up and good. And Jackson has 5, 7, 8 points. Makes them both. Jackson has 9. The lead is 10. 1:15 to go, third quarter. Grizzlies have not gotten untracked here in the second half. There's Wilson trying to put one up desperately. It gets knocked out of play. Kind of a break for Northwest. It will stay with the Grizzlies. 58 to go now in the third. Around the horn it goes. Underneath, Wilson's shot is blocked. Put back by Patterson. Cale Patterson gets his first bucket of the game. Shearhart gets another one. He's got 7. How about a whistle and a foul? Yes. DeAndre Wilson will go to the line. He's got the bucket. Wilson's free throw is good. Lead back down to 15. .18 seconds to go, third quarter. That one misses. Here's another long 3. That's off the rim, no good. Put back. Misses, and a blocking foul is going to be called with 6 seconds to go. Foul's going to be on McGee, I think. It is. It's his third. First free throw is good by Bergman. Easton Ruffin comes in. Purcell Finch sits down. (49-30). The Grizzlies down by 19. Finch puts it up, no good, and that's the way the quarter will end. At the end of 3, the Grizzlies have Mount Rushmore to climb. They are down 49-30. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
I don't know about you, but I love doing burnouts. Hey, MHFordRacing.com. This is Phil Nightingale coming to you live from the Big Corner. Hey, if you haven't checked out our webpage or checked out our race shop, come see us today. We've got dirt tracks, drag strips, as you can see. Come get your Sunoco. Come get your VP fuel. We're here to help you with all your racing needs. Everybody have a great week of racing. We'll see you in Victory Lane.
Grizzly basketball on the World Wide Web is also being brought to you in part today by the Floodman Family Law Firm at 323 North Market, where they are dedicated exclusively to the resolution of family law disputes. Whether you've got divorce, spousal maintenance, paternity, child custody, child support, you name it, we hope that you will give them the opportunity to help you. Floodman Family Law is committed to zealously representing your interests, and they take pride in fully responding to your questions and concerns as quickly as possible. Stop by and see them at 323 North Market, Floodman Family Law, or look for them on the World Wide Web at floodmanfamilylaw.com. Grizzlies will inbound here to start the fourth quarter. McGee sends it into Easton Ruffin, and we're underway. Ruffin, top of the key, thought about putting it up, takes it back down. McGee, a three bomb, off the heel, no good. Rebounded there by David Duncan. Duncan to Ruffin. Ruffin to Jones. Jones playing with 3 fouls. Back to Ruffin for 3. Off the heel, no good. Rebounded there by the Tigers. And here's a fast break opportunity. And a foul on the shot. Blocking foul will be charged against Ruffin. Green will go to the line and shoot a pair here. First one is short. Green trying to make it a 20-point lead. Second one misses as well. He missed them both. Ruffin gets the rebound. Here come the Grizzlies back. Duncan misses. And he was falling back on defense, so there was nobody there to get the rebound. I think he was convinced it was going in. Jackson with it. Jones all over him. Now under the basket. That was a nice play. Siler Shearhart gets the two-pointer lay-in. And it's a 21-point ball game. A foul called on Shearhart. Like I said, it's on Hayden Young. Hard to see the uniforms, people. David Duncan to Ruffin. Ruffin back to Duncan. To Patterson. Ruffin throws it right into the arms of Green. Green puts it up, scoops it, drops it for 2 points. Duncan gets the rebound off the miss. Ruffin lost it, but McGee was there. Now to Jones. Zion Jones from 15 off the glass, good. Zion Jones has 2, 4, 7, 9 points. 5:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. Grizzlies down by 19. Correction, they're down by 21. Put back off the miss, misses. Oh, they should have had that one. Break for us. Here comes Ruffin with it. Over to Jones. Zion Jones drives, puts it up, and scores. Jones gets his second bucket in 2 consecutive trips. Inbounding the ball now, Blue Valley. That one goes out of play and belongs to Northwest. Ball was kicked out of play there. Cale Patterson will send it into DeAndre Wilson. Wilson to Jones. They've got that zone in place again. Been impossible to beat it so far. And we have a whistle and a foul away from the ball on Cale Patterson. Player control foul, no shooting there. But it does puts Blue Valley into the double bonus, and now we have a foul. Whipperman picks up his first personal. It's only the 4th team foul of the half for Blue Valley. Duncan shoots the first one. It off the heel, no good. Been a tough day here for the Grizzlies. They just haven't gotten much to fall. Second one's good. And Phillips picks up his 4th point. And there's one up, no good, but a foul on the play. It will be on Wilson. It is. It's his second. Shooting foul, 2 shots coming. Of course, they're all shooting fouls now because they're of the double bonus. First one missed. So to the second one. Rebound to Duncan. 3:59 remaining in the fourth quarter. Duncan underneath, up and good. David Duncan gets the field goal. Believe it or not, that's his first field goal. That may be part of our problem here. Jonesy underneath. Out to Engelmeyer. Engelmeyer to Wilson. Wilson for 3. Good! DeAndre Wilson gets a three. Phillips comes back in, and Duncan goes out. 3:19 remaining. Fourth quarter. Tigers 53, Grizzlies 40. Here's a long three, and it's good. Blandy gets his first basket of the day, and it's a three-pointer. The lead is 16 again, and now a whistle and a foul. DeAndre Wilson just picked up his third personal. 2 shots coming here for Cameron. Who is that? That's Stevens at the line, missing the first one. And he missed them both. Rebound there by Linton, who's into the game for the first time. Engelmeyer with it. Linton underneath couldn't keep a handle on it. Stays with Northwest, however, as it was last touched by a defender. 2:36 to go, fourth quarter. Underneath to Jones, intercepted. Here comes Blue Valley back. Underneath, easy. Lay in that time. Holy cow, Jeff Greenfield. Greenfield gets his first bucket. He made that look easy. Engelmeyer goes up, shot blocked, rebounded by Engelmeyer. Wilson goes up. He's fouled on the way up. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair with 2 minutes and change remaining. I want to thank Caleb Smith, the athletic director here at Valley Center, for not only for putting on a great tournament in spite of the weather and the power problems they had last night as Wilson misses his first one. I want to thank him and all of his staff for their hospitality and getting us set up not only today but Friday or Thursday as well. Wilson missed them both. Here's a three. Good. Oh, my gosh. Miles Blandy gets another three. That's his second in the last minute. Zion Jones answers that one, though. He gets 3 of his own. I don't know who got that last basket. Doesn't matter. 1:30 to go. Grizzlies down by 20. This one is all but over. The only thing that's left to be determined is what will the final score be. Linton over to Wilson. Wilson drives, puts it up, and he's fouled on the way up. We'll stop the clock with 1:09 to go. Wilson will go to the line and shoot a pair. First one is short. Zion Jones leaves, and coming in for him. Well, who is that? Ethan Garrett is what I have not seen this player before. And Wilson goes out as well. 1 minute left in the contest. Grizzlies down by 19. And Stevens puts it up for 2. And now we're down by 3 touchdowns. Garrett with it. Duncan into the corner to Garrett. Back to Phillips. Garrett tried to drive, lost it, goes right to Phillips. He puts up a 3 and it misses. 20 seconds to go. Blue Valley with the ball. And they're probably going to hold it here. They have no reason to attempt a shot. 5 to go now, 4, 3, and that's going to do it, folks. We're going to call this one final. Grizzlies fall in the 5th place game to the Blue Valley Tigers by a final score of 65-44. We'll be back to wrap this up in 30 seconds. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
You gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Back at Valley Center, Kevin Arkin with you, where the Grizzlies fall today 65-44 to the Tigers of Blue Valley High School. Blue Valley finishes 5th in the 8-team tournament, and the Grizzlies finished 6th, losing 2 of the 3 games in the tournament, having won yesterday against Mays South High. The scoring wrap-up will give you what we have, keeping in mind these are not official, but we'll give you what we have. One thing I know is official is that Hayden Young had 9 points, and they were all in the 3rd quarter, all in the space of about 2 minutes. He had a little bit of everything. He had a free throw, a field goal, and 2 3-pointers for his 9 points. Shane Bergman had 4. Miles Plandy had 6. He had 2 3-pointers late. Cameron Green with 3. Arnie had 9. Jonathan Jackson with 11 to lead the Blue Valley scoring. And Dorian Stevens with 6. Greenfield had a pair. Richmond had 1. And Seiler Shearhart had 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. For the Grizzlies. Grizzlies were led in scoring today by, well, I don't know which one of these has got more. We'll just go down the line here. Ruffin had a pair. Wilson had 16. Duncan with 2. Jones had 5, 7, 9, 11, 14. So Wilson was the leading scorer in the game, for that matter, with his 16. Cale Patterson with a pair. Lincoln Phillips with 4. And that rounds out the scoring for the Grizzlies here today as they fall by 21 to Blue Valley. I want to thank, as we always do, we want to thank our sponsors, especially Mel Hamilton Ford and the Floodman Family Law Firm. We thank them for their support of Grizzly soccer. If you'd like to help support Grizzly soccer, I meant Grizzly basketball, excuse me, and soccer as well. If you would like to support Grizzly athletics on the World Wide Web, you can help. Just give me a call. My name is Kevin Arkin. 734-0057 is my number. 734-0057, or a quick email at redcard@cox.net. So, how are you? Oh, my pleasure. I wish we'd had a better result. So, I had to stand up. I didn't realize you had a pretty lady with you. How are you?
Got a little girl.
I'm still on. But you know what? If I take this off, we can both talk. Lance Deckinger, how are you?
I'm good. A little rough game there, but come back in a week or and see what happens here.
I think they're going to be a lot better when they get back to regular season play, having played in this tournament and played teams that they don't see before.
Yeah, and it's always fun seeing people that you don't see all the time, get some new environment here. And Dollar Center does a great job hosting and putting on a good tournament.
They did a great job. Caleb Smith did a wonderful job, and I certainly appreciate his hospitality.
Yeah, do a great job, and hope all the teams have a safe trip home.
Do we play this week?
No.
I didn't think so.
We have a live Tuesday. The girls' week is this week, so our girls they'll go to Emporia and play this week.
They're playing in Emporia.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good to see you. I'll enjoy the week off. All right. Take this pretty lady home. See ya. That's Athletic Director Lance Deckinger and his lovely daughter joining us here for a brief moment. So now we know the schedule. We are off this week, and with the girls going to Emporia, it's going to be kind of hard for me to get up to Emporia. Would love to do a game up there. We'll have to see how it works out. The odds are it's not going to happen. So if that's the case, our next webcast will be, drum roll, our next webcast will be January the 29th from Heights High School. We will take on the Heights Falcons in what will be a great game. It's going to be hard, but we got some hard games coming up. We're at Heights on the 29th, which I believe is a Tuesday. I'm not exactly sure of that either. That game is at 7:30. We will be on the air 7:15 from Heights High on the 29th, and we hope you will join us then. Until then, enjoy the next week. If you're in Wichita, make sure you're careful when you're out and about in the weather, because the weather has been lousy here the last 24 hours, and hopefully will improve by the time we're back on from Heights. Once again, Grizzlies dropped 2 out of 3 in the tournament, finished 6th overall, with a loss today to Blue Valley by a count of 65-44. Until I see you on the 29th, have a good weekend and goodbye from Valley Center High School.